Welcome back. You're watching ED Inside. Consumption in rural India is no longer about needs. It's about wants. With disposable income going up, rural India is out shopping for just about everything from passenger cars, motorcycles, refrigerators, television sets and mobile phones. This changed consumption pattern is blurring the line between the urban consumer and the rural consumer. Nikhil Shivadas gets your first look at the new rural market.
Come harvest time, and 68-year-old Sundaram from Kirmangalam village in Tamil Nadu is overcome by bills. Bills to pay his workers for seeding and harvesting his fields, for fumigating his crops, and not the least, bills for caring for his large family. That leaves him with little money for himself. But with this year's harvest, he plans to get out of that rut.
With the profits from this year's harvest, I plan on buying a two-wheeler, a fridge and a cassette player for the house.
Sundaram is not the only one planning new things.
This year, because the rains have been good, there is more work and I am progressing.
More income are coming in for tenant farmers and I am using the income to provide for my family.
We are getting good work and wages. I will use the money to build a new house and finally leave my old house.
Stories like these are fast becoming familiar in rural India. With 56% of India's income, 64% of its expenditure and 33% of its savings, the rural consumer is a force to reckon with in the Indian consumption market.
A lot of companies are understanding the fact that they really don't need to have a separate offer or a separate product portfolio or a special size portfolio for rural India. And they're really looking at understanding the requirements of the rural consumer and fine-tuning or tweaking their product.
According to NCAER, the expenditure priorities of rural India today matches those of their urban counterparts.
Earlier it was a lot of uncertainty when the people are just depending on the agriculture. Now a portion of the income is coming from non-farm, which is regular in nature, having less risk. So this type of changes which is happening now and in the even near future, it is good for the rural economy.
That change is most visible in the auto sector. Sales of motorcycles, mopeds, scooters, cars and jeeps in rural India have risen over the past decade. Car sales in particular have jumped from 2.1% in 1995 to over 10.9% in 2009-10. Much of that growth comes on the back of increased rural road connectivity over the past few years. According to IIFL, rural road connectivity rose from less than 40% in 2004 to at least 70% by the end of 2008. Whatever may be the reason, India Inc. is definitely raking in the moolah.
The percentage of total sales in rural markets has been increasing much more rapidly than it is increased in the bigger cities and the urban areas.
People have started, buying things much more than ever before. Like the two-wheeler sales is one clear indicator of that. We are also able to see how many of the four-wheelers are being, kind of focused on the semi-urban rural market. So the car sales have gone up clearly.
A fair deal of our demand just comes from that part of our economy because tractors use a lot of lubricants and that has an impact on our demand.
From auto-related sales to consumer durables and popular goods, the rural share ranges from 30% to 60%. To understand the magnitude of this, it is important to note that even a 1% increase in refrigerator penetration, for instance, over a 5-year period, means that more than 1.5 million refrigerators have been added.
Durable consumption in terms of growth is very high. So two-wheeler growth, etc. is very high. But in terms of level, it's still sort of pretty small. So my sense is that those are the two things that will be the big moves. That durable consumptions in the villages will continue to grow at a very, very rapid pace.
According to the Indian Revenue Service or IRS, between 2005 and 2008, color TV set penetration increased by 7%, packaged biscuits by 10%, and shampoo penetration rose by 37%.
the aspiration of the rural consumer is converging with the urban consumer. So there are so-called urban brands. If you get the distribution right and if you can get the communication availability right, I think there is a pull for the brand.
Another sector clocking in growth is telecom, as 60% of all new phone connections and sale of phones is coming from the rural sector. Experts believe that telecom will grow from 110 million connections now to over 290 to 310 million connections by 2011.
One of the biggest items where the hunger lies is for the telecom product in a big way. You know, people are going gung-ho and berserk in terms of wanting to buy more handsets, snazzier handsets, camera-enabled handsets.
Last but not the least is the rising spend on education and healthcare. From a paltry 3% 5 years ago, education and healthcare today form 8.5% of rural expenditure. This change in pattern reflects the growing desire of the rural Indian to match the living standards of the urban consumer. That's a trend which one day may lead to a situation where any difference between the rural consumer and the urban consumer may be difficult to see.
Well, that's all in this edition of ET Insight. We'll be back next week, but until then, don't forget to write in with your feedback and suggestions. Thanks so much for watching.
If you look at their value right now, it's in a way obviously in the large caps, but I think it's giving investors a lot of confidence that these markets are actually brimming with volumes. I think it's going to actually attract high quality capital towards this.
Catch Sanjay Nair in an exclusive conversation on ET Interview only on ET Now.